In this video, I'm going to discuss the importance of working with other care homeowners, and I know that's a little taboo because everyone sees each other as competition, but I'll tell you the importance of it, so make sure to stick around. What's going on, everyone? I hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, my name is Serge. Welcome to the channel. To all my reoccurring viewers, thank you so much for all the love and support that each and every single one of you have shown this channel. I greatly appreciate it. If you have not yet, feel free to go check out the God Made podcast on all streaming platforms. Feel free to go check out Legion Assisted Living Academy and Legion Assisted Living Advisors in the links down below. Also, if you have not yet, feel free to go check out my one-on-one consultation schedule down in the links and make sure to schedule a call with me if you're interested. Also, if you're interested in passively investing with myself and my syndication group, feel free to shoot me over an email. We can go ahead and establish that relationship. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the topic of this video. Now, there is something that is currently going on in my city of where I have my care home, which is Mesa, Arizona. And for everyone that's here in Phoenix and just in Arizona is probably aware of what Mesa zoning and fire department is trying to do in regards to eliminating the 10-bed license, and not just specifically eliminating it, but trying to reduce the level of care down to just like supervisory and personal, and not allowing directed level of care for anything above 5 beds. And this is truly a concern due to a lot of reasons. One of the main reasons is because of the fact that Mesa Fire Department zoning requires that if your resident transitions from level 2 or personal level of care to level 3 or directed level of care, which is kind of like your dementia, Alzheimer's residents, that they be transitioned out into a bigger facility or even a skilled nursing facility or a memory care facility where they can properly essentially take care of them, even though that home may be providing the right care for that resident, knows that resident better than anybody else. And what this causes is actually something that isn't really good for the resident, especially if they are transitioning to dementia and Alzheimer's. That really confuses them, especially if they've been in a home for a period of time and all they know is that home. One of the main things with dementia and Alzheimer's is that when they do start having dementia and Alzheimer's is that everything needs to be the same, right? Because that's where they know where everything is at. If you ever take a dementia and Alzheimer's person out of their like environment or situation, they get really rash, they get just really irritated and confused and have no idea what's going on, and it's not really healthy for their mindset. And this is something that a lot of dementia experts have talked about, is the fact that keeping everything the same for these residents. Now, keep in mind, the reason why this is so important with what's going on in the Mesa area is if the fire department zoning is implementing this, and they've already implemented it, they passed it without giving anybody any notice, any care homeowners any notice. Now there are 10-bed facilities that the fire department and also the Mesa zoning people are trying to actually take their directed level of license from these 10 beds, meaning that they're gonna only be able to take personal and supervisory level of care. And what's going on and why I'm talking about this is because the power of community, right? The power of getting together with other care homeowners, even though if people have the mindset of just thinking that everybody is a competition to them, it's funny how you start seeing how everyone who doesn't want to work together and everyone who isn't necessarily yet affected or is directly affected now wants to rally and get a bunch of care homeowners to get together to go and either petition against this and try to start something and even come to a compromise, right, with the Mesa Fire Department and zoning. Well, it's hard to do that when everyone sees each other as competition and everyone doesn't want to seem to work together, right? And that is why I reached out personally to someone who is being directly affected by this and who's making things happen to be able to talk to the fire department, set up meetings, whatever. And I reached out and I specifically said, hey, if there's anything I can do, let me know. I'll definitely meet up with you. Whatever it is that you need me to do, right? Because at the end of the day, even though I don't have a 10-bed facility, if I were to ever even purchase, right, a piece of real estate that I want to lease out to an operator who wants to do 10 beds in Mesa, right, that's gonna affect me regardless if I'm gonna be operating out of that home or purchasing that real estate. Regardless of how I decide to do the business and what business structure I decide to go under, it's going to ultimately affect me. And not only that, but there are other zoning like Gilbert, Chandler, Scotts, all these other places are trying to follow what Mesa is doing currently as of right now with these 10 beds. And if that starts happening, that affects everybody across the board who has 10-bed facilities. Not everybody just has 5 beds. People have multiple 10 beds, right? People have multiple facilities in different areas. So for them to think that this is not going to affect them or to feel like this is not going to ever happen to them, they're completely dead wrong, and they're just being pretty much arrogant at that point, right? And they're not doing their part to help. And this is why it's so important, and I preach on this all the time, is to make sure that you help other people, right? Make sure that you get together with other care homeowners, create an association, create a whole group and a movement, right? Because there will come times where you're going to need to get together and rally together to be able to stop these type of things going on, especially from people who don't understand the industry and don't understand how the business actually works. And that is why I made this video, really, is to make sure that each and every single one of you, including this channel, right? I want this channel to be a community. I want this to be something that everyone can get behind and really just make a movement out of it. And I just want to continue giving. I want to continue giving to you all. I want to continue providing whatever knowledge and expertise I have and everything that I've done up to this point. And glory, all the glory goes to God. I don't personally care for it as far as like the accolades or the recognition or any of that. That doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that I continue giving back and helping all of you. So with that being said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are in the Phoenix area, let me know, shoot me an email. We can rally together and continue working on this thing that's going on with Mesa, and I'll keep you all posted that are in the Phoenix area. It would be cool if a bunch of you guys just called the Mesa zoning and fire department, right, and just say, hey, don't do this with the 10 beds there in Mesa. We need these 10 beds, and just really let our voices be heard, right? If we can get enough people to rally behind this, they will definitely hear us out and hopefully come to a compromise. And so with that being said, please, if you haven't, like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you guys share this video with whoever you feel would actually benefit from it. And I will talk to you all in the next one. God bless.